Hello Minecrafters, my name is Sophisticrat, and today I thought I would talk to you about self-healing walls. So, easiest explanation of a self-healing wall is it is a wall that heals itself. Go figure. Now this one that I built here is incredibly basic. It's just a cobblestone generator at the bottom, flowing water into flowing lava right in the middle, and a series of pistons that will continually push up because they are just on a nice little repeating loop circuit here. My apologies for the construction in the background. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not even here. So anyway, like I was saying, so you can get a good view of how this actually works from in here. It pushes up, and the new block of cobblestone will form in between the lava. And that's the basic idea behind the wall. Now this one, like I said, is very simple. It's not particularly interesting. It's not particularly fast. It does work, but it has a few flaws. I mean, like I said, just the sheer speed of it's very slow. If I wanted to just walk through it, I could just easily walk through it. And if you break a vertical column on a wall like this, it takes a very long time to fill because it only has a single piston and a single cobblestone generator basically working. And there it goes. Okay. So, what I did instead, and I figured, how could I make this faster? Well, here you go. This is my self-healing wall made with a giant pile of cobblestone generators, basically one on each side with its own accompanying set of pistons. So what happens is, it will heal insanely fast. As you can see, and you can try to break a vertical row, break a horizontal row, it makes no difference. Now the simple reason why it can heal so fast is because for any given square, if I could maybe break a square out just long enough to put this in to show you, which I guess I can't do. There we go. Okay. I guess I could have turned it off, that would have been smart, but who wants to do things the smart way? So for any given square, so for this gold square that I've put in right here, this top cobblestone generator can fix it, this bottom one can fix it, this one over here on the right can fix it, and this one on the left can fix it. So any one of those four can fix it. That time I guess it was the top. And each row is actually offset from the other rows slightly by repeaters. So they all fire at a slightly different time, and that results in whichever one happens to be firing at the time will basically fill it in. So I'm gonna go to bed here before I get too many monsters spawning. And I've already got a pile of them, as you can see, because I wasn't paying enough attention. And watch them burn. Burn, monsters, burn! Sorry, I don't like monsters. And I know I could get mods to not let them spawn and all sorts of things, but I don't have them. So in the meantime, we'll watch them burn. Okay, sadism aside. Punch the walls, 4 cobblestone generators, fills very fast. I think you get that. So, real quick, I'll show you how this one works, and actually the other one works as well, because as you can see here, this is powering this wall, and this is powering the other wall I was using. It's very simple. So, the first piece is a redstone loop, basically. What it does is it will just make a loop. Right here. When I hit that lever, as long as that lever's on, it will just keep looping. The mechanics behind it is that this repeater will power this block, which will power this redstone line, which will start the loop moving. I know my repeaters look funky. Here's the arrow on them. So you can see these are going this way. These two are going this way. The block will then be, after the power starts and starts moving through these repeaters, the block gets pushed into this position, which will power this line as it gets powered, and will repeat forever until I pull the lever again. So it feeds down the line and comes to this little bit of circuitry, which is a pulse shortener. because I want the pistons to be retracted more than extended, Like, they need to be retracted in more time than they are extended in order to give the cobblestone the maximum possible amount of time to form in between the, I guess, the lava and the water. And if the piston's just extending super fast, it'll never form, because the piston will always be in the way. So what this does is it basically has two inputs feeding into this torch. So as long as this line is on, this torch will be off. And that torch, it's like, so as long as either one of these two repeaters is powered, this will be on, that will be off. And because there's two different inputs with a delay on one of them, it stays lit for a very long time. I mean, you can see the difference. So here's a very consistent pulsing line. Here is on most of the time, which causes this to be just a flash of power. And so that's just creates the circuit. Same one I have running down here. An interesting little piece of circuitry, if you didn't know this already, and I know most people know this already, I'm not shattering any, I don't know what, I'm not breaking your mind with my amazing amazingness. These are glowstone blocks, and glowstone has a very odd, unique property in that you can place redstone on it, and it can move diagonally through. Like a normal block, this block would block the redstone from being able to move from here to here. But glowstone, because it's a glass block, has the ability to move up in a diagonal line, and that's how I have it fed sideways. That is most of it. All you need to know. I guess one other interesting point to make your life a little easier if you decide to make one of these yourself is that I only have a single water source down the sides. The bottoms have a bunch in a row because they all need to have moving water going that way, but besides that, right there, that square, I don't know if you can tell the one I'm pointing at, is actually the only water source, and it flows all the way down to be able to work. And that is pretty much everything. Feel free to comment, question. I'll try to address them the best I can in the future.